I'm so sorry. Sorry. Here I was thinking I was ready and everything was good. No. Well, hi. Welcome to Vi's Apothecary with Revan. It just. Where did the music go? It's so loud. I'm not used to music. Okay. Hi. Sorry for the pop. Hello, everybody. I'm excited to do SCP again. I hope everybody's good. Yes, the Apothecary mask. I'm excited. Okay. Now, my earlier stream today, we had lots of little things that were not going well, and I'm still weirded out with the echoiness that I'm dealing with, but I've sorted everything else out, I think. So, yes. Why? Always the violence. Oh, gosh. Okay. My plan is to read a recommended SCP, but it's extremely long. And so maybe we'll read a different one. A lot of them are very long at this point. Let's see. It's just the way nuriakea recommends SCPs. They're all super long. But there are a few others. I don't want to skip them, but they are so long. I'm scared. I'm scared I won't finish them in one stream, and I like to be able to do the whole thing. Oh, what time? You heard that. Can I go die now? I try and mute before I cough. I'm not in my element. I don't like this. And I still feel like the world is too big the way there's an echo in my headphones, and I don't like it. Okay. Raven's just gonna continue to be spiraling. If you guys are cool with that, then okay. Yes, alright. So, I would like to hear. It's still a lot. It's still a lot to get used to. I feel weird. But I just, what was I thinking? Oh, can I get a response? Can I get a vote? If we should try and read one of the super long ones or move to shorter ones. Because, yeah, you vote long. What does that mean? I said long or short. I don't know what a vote for long. You see, long one. I'm nervous. Everyone who is getting sick next. No mask. We're not sacrificing anybody. Okay. Well, to the Greek one? What does that mean? Okay, well then I guess we will read Chaos Theory, SCP-6747, or when you click it, it's Chaos Theory, Episode 2. admonition. It's the big, spooky, scary SCPs that go on forever. Long or short, I have no opinion. Well, then at least Fett gave an opinion. When I ask for these things, I assume you guys will probably just be good for whatever, but I want anyone with an opinion to chime in. Because, like, if someone's gonna be upset with whatever choice I make, but so good. That summoning potion is experimental and dangerous. No using potions without Vi's permission. You're very correct. I didn't know there was a summoning potion. Doing any of this. Whoa, I'm not getting sacrificed. You're correct, you are not. Wait, no. Not happening. Okay. We will read the big SCP. And we'll have to break pretty consistently. So, Fat, if you want to yell at me when we should do a break, I will, move over to triggers. But let's get that one. We're not reading Toad Woman no more. What was the last stream? There. Okay, here we go. Let's get, yeah, that's good. I'm on break while I is gone, so you're cleaning up after yourself. A true janitor never rests. You guys. Hi, Taken. Welcome. Don't worry, I'll just blame the honk. I like that we're using the French spelling. It's fun. Okay. Let's go. I feel so alone. It's empty, but I want it to be spooky. I don't know if we should scare the rats. Yeah, we'll bring out the rats. Come here, ratty. Hit the button. There we go. That's kind of very loud. How do I make sure that's not too loud? I don't know at all where that sound is. So, okay. But here we have rats. Let's go. The story opens with a little note from Overwatch Command. You see it's hamsters. Hapmeters. Yes, this is the rat hands. Starts with a little box from Overwatch Command. It says the following file is limited strictly to the personnel necessary for its containment, excluding several A-class and overseer personnel. A-class and overseer are both bright red and underlined, but not links. Usually when it looks like that, it's a link, but it's not. If you have not been explicitly clear to view the following document bracket as, you will automatically be amnesticized and redirected to a clearance-appropriate SCPnet access port. Well, good thing I'm cleared. I don't know about you guys. Okay, now, next. Ooh, that one is a link. I don't want to I usually keep track of all the other stories referenced in each one, but there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up because even there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different links immediately here, so no, I'm not going to try and keep up with these ones. You totally are? Okay, good. Then you won't have to be amnesticized. Oh, hold on. Not right. Remy, you say something seems cheesy around here. You mean because I'm at Vi's Apothecary, looking after the little place while Vi is off on an adventure? But the rattos, they make it a bit cheesy. Sure, I agree with that. You know what? What injustice! I don't like that they're so far up. Just tuck in. Just tuck in just a little bit, little ratto friends. Okay, good. Wait. You're not late, Frigid. Ooh. Let's see. Wait, Raven, if we're at the apothecary, who's protecting the Emerald Lake? No one is currently at the lake. I'm not strictly there to be a guard of protection, exactly. Do sometimes have to make sure that the honk isn't there, but raid the lake. I know there's no way you guys will find it. And I know where the honk is. It's in my stream. They're on the move. I knocked the mop bucket over and slipped into a potion shelf one time, and suddenly I'm blacklisted from cleaning. Oh, goodness. I don't want to know. Okay. See, right there, did my laugh get kind of cut off? Because in my headphones it did. Okay, anyway. Alright, back to actually reading, Raven. Come on. Right. It says another couple of boxes, but this is weird. In a different thing, different font, very small box, it says prompt. Does the black moon howl? And the next one is PHMD at SCIP.net, SCIP .net, :/ it is the howl, the moon within moons. Ooh, so there's a prompt. That's how you respond to get into this, I guess. And then it says the last blue box, out. Backdoor entry accepted. Error. Bad string encountered. At 7/dark/terminal. No address located. So I think something placeholder McDoctorate is up to something, and I think it's connected to some of that weird things that we read. The variations of placeholder McDoctorates being somehow the cause for everything kind of blowing up. Anyway, at the bottom of that it says 1/7 or 1/7 in brackets, and it's like, what's going on there? I don't know what's happening. And then SCP-6747, Level 6 Cosmic Top Secret. Also, I just want to say with the echo, and when I have a bit of a brighter tone and I'm like reading numbers, I kind of feel like I'm one of those people making announcements at like an airport. All boarding. All boarding flight SCP-6747 to Emerald Lake. You know? Oh gosh. Crummy and the Hawk, you're not gonna have a good time if you try to do that. Oh boy. Hello, this is your captain's. No, that's different. And that one doesn't have an echo. This is the this is a really big place with multiple speakers that have to have the thing come out. So it's also like kind of an empty airport, because the reason they have the multiples um, is because there's usually like so many people and different things in between that, one, soak up sound vibrations, and two, kind of busy muddle sounds because they're loud. Is Raven a bit quieter, or is it just me? I am a little bit. Should I turn myself back up? There you go. It just feels very loud in my head. I can fix that though, I think. Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? No, that didn't change, did it? Okay. Alright. I appreciate you saying that, because I'm not really sure what you guys are hearing, and it's really weird right now. I don't know what's happening. It's fine. Oh, that's what I was gonna. Dang. Okay. I realized I forgot something that I was gonna set up. I went through all the redeems and I updated them, and I see that Turt found the heartbeats. I'll do those. But I've updated according to what I can actually do now. There you go. Hi, nuriakea. We're just starting in on your recommendation. SCP-6747. We wanted a big, long ones. Yeah, I severely doubt I'll get through everything, especially with how distracted I am. So we'll probably end up having to finish this tomorrow. I'm just guessing. But sorry. I currently, to make my brain feel a little bit better and less intimidated, have the 3DO flipped around so that I'm just talking to one ear. I'm talking to an ear right now. That's so weird. Okay, but the other one is covered up, and I went to touch and I bonked it, and I'm like, oh, the illegal ear. Oh no. Oh, I thought it might have just been me because I messed up volume stuff earlier. It could be both of us. It could be a number of things. Oh, yes. Okay, so the rage puppy. I didn't want to jinx it in the last stream, but it did happen. There was no rage puffing. And I was like, I went through the trouble. I got help to make sure that we had everything lined up. I had somebody helping, because they help Vi do her stuff here. I'm like, I need to have my rage puffs. How do we make sure that everything got translated okay? And they didn't just do that. They made sure that I can puff up my cheeks. It's proper puffs now. It's so fun. Okay. Where was I? I was supposed to be reading. Okay. Yeah, let's do more read. The puff is real. Yes, and I still have. Oh, Dingy, why are you not waking up? There we go. I still have the angry. It's just harder to be angry face. Because this version of it, I can't seem to get it to do much for them. It thinks I'm puffing my cheeks, but I'm just doing a big time frown. It's not quite working. There we go. It's swapped to puff anyway. Okay. Alright. And there's multiple things I forgot. You know what? When we get to redeems, I might have to do a BRB screen just to make sure that I get your keys, because I don't have my keys. So we have all of these things, but I know a set of keys and I can use them. It's not my normal tinkly keys, but it'll be keys, so it's something. Okay, Focus, Raven. Jeez. Talk about bread. Okay. Containment class. Here we go. Containment class, Famil. Disruption class, Flam. Whenever that one's here, I'm like, I just think glam, like clam, instead of flam. Risk class, caution, subclass, Godel. It's umlaut or whatever over the O or the dots. You know, if you don't want to risk it, you can just refund my keys. No, it'll be like a couple minutes when I go take other things off the ring, and then yeah, we'll set. Hi, Goldie. Okay. It has underneath the normal, well, the fancy version header with the class and such. There's oh, geez. There's 4 little like stuffs with little headers. So yeah, there you go. There, thank you for hydrate. It's actually not hydration, it was caffeination, but still. Okay. Assigned sites. And it says administration site 01, site 15, site 43, site 87, and site 120. Then it says project leads. It has advisor in all caps, which is 058, I guess. Then director, place HMD PhD. What's with the little rats? They are Vi's rats, and I felt lonely. So they're here. Anybody that knows Vi is aware of them, but you don't have to know them. Just know that I felt lonely. And because look, sorry, that's loud. I forgot that is loud. I feel so empty. There's nothing here. There's barely text. It feels empty. I don't like it. It's a very pretty apothecary though. Look at all the fun stuff, and there's the little incense burning. It's so pretty. Hi, Divad. Doing good. Yeah, so you need Fester? Don't diss the witch group? No, the place is nice, but there's no text around, and I don't have frogs. Even rocks or trees. I like that. It feels cozy. And again, I feel like everything is very echoey and big. So it's a little bit of comfort, rats. Why is that so loud? Anyway, okay. I'm not gonna touch it anymore, so as to keep the sound away. And I'm gonna bring them down just a little. Because their weird arm things are. Yeah, okay. Gotta grab food. Yeah, get food. Be right back. After project leads with just some version of placeholder McDoctorate, there's assigned departments. And it says archetypals, ontokinetics, parapsychology, and quantum supermechanics. So that's all the departments involved on this. And then we have research heads, Dr. James Michaels, Dr. Magdalene Cornwell, and Dr. Zachary C. Saxon. Instead of hurting poor innocent paper frogs, Raven moved on to hurting rats. I have never hurt any frogs, paper or otherwise. Even if it were paper, they wouldn't feel anything. You guys, let it go. And the rats, they're pet rats that I'm hanging out with. Don't be mean. It's like saying I'm hurting a cat when I cuddle it. And these These guys aren't even wiggling away. Okay. Yes. Right. Next, we have procedures. We have first, though, a little corner photo. It's similar to the SCP Foundation logo, but then it's got a book and stuff coming out of the book. And it says underneath it STF with a little, oh, it's small, I can't even see it. It's probably the one, it's probably the one letter, but it could be something else. It could be like quotes and an I, but I think it's the upside down H that is also a little bit an M. You know, it goes a squiggle at the top and then a line down. And then it says in brackets and quotes, storytellers. Hey, that's me. This sounds like an organization of some sort. Those are not me. But here we go. SC procedure, special containment procedures. Sorry. SCP-6747 is the terminal goal of Project X/Machina. Ex Machina. Okay. See Addendum 6747/B. An Amida class priority. As such, virtually unlimited resources have been made available for its completion. Said project is to be maintained by a quorum of relevant archetypals and ontokinetics personnel as supervised by the Advisor 058 and Director Place HMD. Scientific liaison to the Lesser Council. What's the Lesser Council? Is that its own link? It is not. It says it's 04, which is interesting. Okay. Then SCP-6747 necessitates the creation and indefinite maintenance of SCP-6747-A. Each member of SCP-6747-A possesses different but substantial computational and resource requirements unable to be properly accounted for / predicted by n-dimensional geometrics formal logic systems. What? I lost what I was saying. Unable to be properly accounted for / predicted by typical n. Oh no, wait, what is this one? Is it just a dash? I can't tell. It's so small. Yes, I think dash. N-dimensional geometric formal logic systems. The Archetypals Division, STF. Squiggle again. Oh, what letter are you? Okay, storytellers, really. It's got the STF brackets, just like under the logo. Is to remain situated about SCP-6747-A for their natural durations, editing them via fictional injection as required by SCP-6747. What does that mean? Okay. No member of SCP-6747-A should be allowed to end premature to its natural cadential movement for potential risk of anti-narrative formation with SCP-6747-B. What does this mean? I like that it's like storytellers, but what's going on? 1A class member of personnel possessing proficiency in parapsychology, presently Chair Nung T. Ngo of Site 43, must be present at all times to soothe SCP-6747-B should it wake from its primary function. What does that mean? Okay. Soothing is to be administered via dopamine injection and/or controlled shock. Personnel are to be reminded that SCP-6747-B is functionally deceased and that reactivations of persistent neuron chains do not constitute consciousness. Oh, so this is whoever B is I guess in a coma effectively. Oh, what is this? What the heck? I thought that was a machine, but then I don't know. Okay, so there's a big photo, and it looks like blueprints to a big old machine, like they've done before. And it looks like they will do just underneath. We see a Paradox Exodus engine, and it looks like the exact same kind of drawing. But this one, there's a chunk here that looks too much like vertebrae. And then this, I could see this being a big room or organs of some sort, and I don't know what it is. Eep. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, I missed it. Now ravens, herds, cats. I do not. You mean send Nestle the lake's coordinates and have them take care of the dirty work? Oh, they won't like that either. They get some good karma that way, those thieves. Okay. Trying to look at this photo. It says local topology next to it, which suggests that whatever this is fucking huge. And it looks like a really flat, but then there's like a deep hole. And then maybe a smaller one this way. I don't know what that bit is. Without being able to get zoomed in, it's really hard to tell what's going on. The whole thing is underneath, captioned with SCP-6747-B, and then in brackets, King. Well, thanks for the hug, turtle boy. I appreciate it. Thank you. So this is whatever's in a coma of some sort. I don't really understand what this is. A few of these things, it looks like there's so many little pieces. I don't know what's going on. Could not describe it if I wanted to. I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want to try and find pieces. I can't. Yeah. Good news, we have a description, so we can get that here. At the top, like I said, there was a Paradox Exodus engine drawing. Sorry, looking like blueprints. This one is interesting. It's not just a photo, it's like a GIF, and it's just showing all the parts opening up to this engine. Fun. The wires, the cab, the little pieces all come apart. Fun. Oh, yes. Description. SCP-6747 is a... I'm quieter somehow? From earlier or normal? Because yes, mic is different from normal, and the louder I am, the worse the echoes are, and they intimidate me. I don't like it. I almost tried to like whisper the whole way, but I know I can't maintain that, and it feels really weird at this point to do a full whisper the whole time. But yeah, if it's too quiet, I don't think I should raise it much more, but I could, I guess. Yeah. I'm nervous about all the sounds going on because it's just, yeah, like I said, weird audio. Okay, so description: SCP-6747 is a theoretical process by which to reinstate deceased personnel. Mesofictional injection. The fuck? What? Okay, so if that's the process, then what are 6747As? And is 6747B like the creature they're using to do this? Like, I don't understand. Okay, but they'll tell me. Oh, I just don't like it. This process necessitates the indefinite maintenance of causality bubble 6747, or then in brackets CB-6747. A pocket universe which would be manipulated through the shared imagination of fictional scenarios taking place within it. Fictionalized entities could then theoretically be retrieved and reinstated in baseline reality via redacted x-mcd/IIR2. A foundation-made vessel for transport to alternate narratives. And that is what the Paradox Exodus engine is. I forgot to read at the bottom. There's 3 redacted symbols and then XMCD/2 Paradox Exodus engine, or P. Let's take the P. Okay. SCP-6747A 0001. Ooh. Okay. Like SCP-001, they don't want to tell us what SCP-001 is. They have all those bunch of... Oh my gosh, they don't. They have a bunch of different SCP-001s. Some of them made up, some of them not. That's what I remember. But it's been a while since we've done any of those. So it's been a minute. Okay. Oh, I feel yawn already. I also feel like, oof, the way I sit in this chair to be able to hold this mic right, I feel like I can't catch my breath. So sorry if I sound like I'm out of breath. I am. I'm not doing anything, but I am. I feel like I must be compressing my diaphragm and stuff too much. I don't know. That's what my big sudden breaths are about. Okay. SCP-6747A collectively designates isolated micro-universes that have been created as candidates for CB-6747. What do you mean, candidates? Anyway, to date, 3 such candidates exist. First, SCP-6747A1, a null space void maintained. Oh, they're talking about which dimension is the right one to send all this stuff up. Oof, okay. Okay, I'm turning this side because I really can't. I gotta change my set. Everything's different. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Alright. Oh. Okay. SCP-6747A1 is a null space void maintained at 0 domals. Then there's a footnote. One DOML is equal to the average topological complexity of narrage spacetime in 111 space, i.e., a space possessing exactly one narrative dimension, one spatial dimension, one temporal dimension. Okay. So this is some place. A1 is got 0 of that, so that's interesting. It's maintained at 0 DOMLs, thereby possessing no physical, causal, or narrative potential. Footnote 2. Recent findings indicate that infokinetic interactions continue to occur at the quantum level even in the vacancy of one or more dimensional categories. These interactions' net result tends toward an irrational value slightly greater than 0, often interpreted as a set of musical pitches. Okay. What does this have to do with it? What? So it has no physical, causal, or narrative potential, but somehow it has that, I guess? Okay. Maintained as a mathematical reference, though its effectiveness in communication with pattern-based entities is noteworthy. Next we have SCP-6747-A2, a 1.5 by 2 by 1 space. I'm guessing this is this is just has the DOML stuff. So the footnote here is 1.5 narrative, 2 spatial, 1 temporal dimension. That space methodological testing universe dedicated to this. Okay, it's that kind of space. A blank space methodological testing. Can't speak. Methodological. It doesn't sound right. Why do I help? It's a testing universe dedicated to the study of narrative, ontokinetic processes, meta/mesofictional interaction. Oh my gosh. Can we not have some help with grammar? Because I'm losing my way. Text, please. So that space testing universe dedicated to the study of that. I would have expected an and somewhere. Anyway, okay. Interactions. Narrative ontokinetic processes, mesofictional interactions. Through the creation of fictionalized document SCP-5878, a species of semi-fictional entities were installed within SCP-6747-A2 due to the universal structure's recursive fractional topology. Narrative structures The run-on sentences, like seriously. Through the creation of this document, a series of entities were installed within there, due to the universal structures, recursive fractional topology, narrative structures became enhanced through self-referential mutation, appealing to their own artificial universal narrative to an anomalous degree. Period. Finally. Like, holy run-on sentences, Batman. It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. My brain keeps getting distracted at each word too because of the sound I'm experiencing. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I don't know what's going on because I don't know I don't know how Vi does this. Thanks for the love. I know you're just testing that, but thanks. I yeah, 90% praise for not much love to me. You know it's a lie, but I need that for a second. Okay. Back to 6747A2. It's got interesting topology, structure, narrative structures, and all this stuff. And then these entities were thereby obligated to cooperate with the Foundation in harnessing their universe's physics to the transfer of narrative energy to relevant personnel, achieving knowledge/aptitude in various subjects. Finally, with that, SCP-6747-A3 and M/3/1 space, where M is a rational number equivalent to log, and then it's got the little theta, I think. This is the theoretical lowest proportion of narrative dimensionality to typical 3/1 space, in which any meaningful story structures can be sustained. Effectively, it is the minimum fictional complexity required for an arbitrary I don't know why my brain broke that word up. Required for an arbitrary entity to achieve an arbitrary goal. Simple interactions with SCP-6747-A3 can be formally stated and computed using narrative arithmetic. See Addendum 6747/4 in rooms. And the last little chunks, we move on from A to SCP-6747-B refers interchangeably to, first, the K incubator/narrative generator, King, that's the thing we saw, the micro-universe creation and manipulation mechanism which sustains SCP-6747-A, or the brain, spinal cord, and general nervous system of Director Jonathan A. King, deceased, functioning as King's primary computing system. Oh, okay, so I did see bits and pieces. That is a piece of a person. Oh, that's messed up. What the heck? Okay. Alright. So they've just pulled that together. And then finally, in our stuffs about the descriptions, there's just SCP-6747-C, and then to the power of, it's the top corner. It's not just 7, it's how many 7s is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is more than 7 million. To the power of 7 million and all the rest of the 7s. And then a fourth footnote here. So I guess C is narrative hazard, a construct of one or more independent narramemes which collectively cause cascades impacting the impacting the structural integrity of relevant narratives. It says at the bottom in this bright red banner, bad string encountered at data lost, 2 out of 7. So this is kind of feeling like the way we're reading it is, this is the screen of the person that was checking in, and when we first did the little scrolling up, when we did the little prompt, and that it looks like placeholder McDoctorate was the one typing there. So we are supposedly them. And the first little block, 1 out of 7, was backdoor entry accepted. But then we have this one, it's 2 out of 7. It says bad string encountered at data lost. And it's bright red. So that's the next little banner that he's got. Something is lost, I guess. Maybe more info on C? I don't know. Finally, underneath that, still the description section. Origin. SCP-6747 was initially theorized by the Pataphysics Department's Director Place HMD PhD, following Director King's expiration on 2029-09-13. Okay, so 2029, September 13th. King, the simultaneous head of agriculture, biology, chemistry, and xenobiology, possessed significant anomalous mental augmentations and capabilities, allowing the concurrent administrative management of over 800 individual anomalies and their relevant operations. Later deemed a medical accident on King's behalf, his vacancy left significant Foundation operations without leadership, resulting in 92 containment breaches of anomalous items, pending review or immediate direction. When they say anomalous items, do they mean peoples, animals, or literal objects? Like, it's containment breaches, so it's just another moment that the Foundation is shitty. Losses incurred by the Foundation exceeded $1.4 million in recontainment and veil maintenance alone. Overseer Council, in hearing Director PHMD's proposal for the enactment of SCP-6747, eventually authorized its execution under Project X/Machina. I said Machina, but I don't think the mic picked up on me for whatever reason. And then that's the end of that box. But then underneath the box, instead of within it, like the last one was, we have the 3rd out of 7 banners. Cannot display no character! Exclamation point. Warning message. No. Warning message not found. And then it has 3 out of 7. And it has a footnote next to it. And that, in green text, says, break the chains. What the heck does that mean? And this was red. It's weird. So I don't know what's going on there, but I do know we are like barely into this, and it's definitely time to take a break. Let's do some redeems. Okay, I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna do a stretch, and we'll start redeems. Adjusting. The chair was very loud. I knew it would be, so I quickly turned that off. Alright. Why are you giggling, Mask? Is it the weird eye blinks doing one and then the other? Let's giggle. Okay. Aha. Oh, come on. There we go. We are starting with why is it only we got some of things. Finally a low enough number. Where was that? How far back was it? Please don't strain your throat too much. I'm not. The threat of straining my throat would be if I was whispering a bunch, but okay. Let's do heartbeat. Oh no, wait. Okay, so I have to run an ad, and I might as well go grab keys. So we're gonna do that. Well, I mean, can I play the bong? Anybody can, because it's drums. You can just smack it. But I don't have any bongos. And I don't know if I'd play them well exactly. But okay, I'm gonna do BRB and run an ad, get the keys, and when I come back, it'll be heartbeats. So let's do it. Whee! I am back. Pose again. Okay, here we go. Let's do heartbeat. Right. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's not working. I got it to work last time. Fitz, did you say you're out? Come on, okay, Okay, so I have to have the 3DO on a specific setting to make that happen, and I'm really confused what the whooshing noise is. Does anybody know? I don't know. It stressed me out. Either I'm failing you somehow, or I got some weird. But it wasn't me. It makes me wonder if it's headphones. Like maybe. Anyway, okay. Thank you for the. Oh, my brain almost said follow. Thank you for the subscription. Mask. Here we go. Let's drop some raving. Raining frogs. Well, not raining frogs. Raining money frogs. There you go. I'm very flustered after the heartbeat. Something is wrong. Something is not lining up how it should. And oh my gosh, I can't. I don't know how fast it's. I have to figure out. Oh my god, everything is very weird. Okay, Raven's got no legs. Yeah, the Lieutenant Dan. We got no legs. Is it bread on the brain? Operation? A little bit. I think I'm overwhelmed consistently by the sound. It is very stressful. It's a sort of sensory overload, I think. And it makes me feel panicked and constantly like things are wrong. The heartbeats are over frigid, yes. You don't like that one, huh? But what was next? Once I can get my brain going. It's rage probably next, but I'm not sure. We'll just calm it down, breathe it. Yeah, my body's not getting the oxygen. I think there's something wrong with the way this is all set up. This isn't working. Oh, maybe that's it. Got rid of pillow, and I think that helped. Okay, we're gonna do a water jar. Just redeemed another one, so I guess we'll do a second one later. Oh, what time? Okay. I don't like this one because it's even more echoey and you can hear every little teeny tiny thing. But it's good for doing the water jar. The sound is back. It is. It must be one of these things. Okay, let's hope that it stops happening now. It might have been like something I clicked. Oh no, it's going again. I don't know what that sound is. Whatever it is, please stop. And it only happens with this setting of the mic. Okay. It's happening again. What is that? What is that whooshy? What is happening? I don't like it. Make it go away. I never said yes to that. None of these other things are supposedly on right now. Wait. What is that? Oh my gosh. Throw it. Throw what? I don't have an it. This is very loud clicking. I don't like that either. It's okay. What is that sound? Why is it whooshing? Throw the mic. I have no other mic to use right now. And I'm fairly certain that that would be very bad noise for you guys. I you hear it? Do you guys hear it, right? Raven's not having a super great time with that. Okay. Now I'll use this mic. Clicking. It's the same mic, but it's like a different setting. I don't know how I'm avoiding the whooshy noises with this one. Anyway, I'll do this until I've got the thing all set up. I don't know. Oh, it could be the computer. Man is whooshing really loud. Jeez. Oh gosh. Okay. Breathe, Raven, breathe. Here we go. Sounds like those metal sheets that you wiggle. Alright, Richard. Well, yeah, I decided that that is a computer fan, and you're just gonna have to hear it. And it kind of sounds like cars driving in the rain, but it's just gonna happen, and I'll live with that. Okay. So what? I figured out how to make that happen. Okay. This next one, though, we're going back to normal because it'll be loud on its own. We do not need it louder. It's the one and the only. Right. One. There you go. Little Angie. Okay. Yes. I don't like the echo on this one. It sounds brutal. really weird. Okay. But and the mic isn't picking up on all this because I don't know what's going on with it. Okay. Can you hear me? It's heard me when I said, "Can you hear me?" But it wasn't even giving me that. If I go too high, it's like, no, you don't exist. That sound isn't real. Yes, it is. Oh, whoa. It wasn't picking up on the sound, and then it suddenly was, and I was too close. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. Okay. That's enough of it. Let's do keys. I'm gonna say keys probably don't need the extra sound either. Okay, here we go. It's cutting it out. Why does it keep doing this? There's some kind of low and high pass where it's not picking certain things. It's just cutting it out. Unless you can hear pieces that I can't. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. This thing. Okay, let's try them. There's our keys. Well, actually, Vi helped me make sure everything was set up, so she is good. Some water. And time for scissor snips, I think, and then we'll do another water jar, but I'll do a quick. Just wait. Scissors, there they are. There we go. No, not gonna work. Page flipping, and then I think I'll save the rest for the next break. I'll save the next water jar for the next break. And such. Page flipping. I do not have my normal books, so it will just be one of these books. But hold on 1 second. Okay, I am back. Okay. Hello? Why can I not hear me? Hello? There we go. Why wasn't this one moving? Hello? 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 Oh no. Hello? There we go. Why? That's... Oh, okay. Alright. Ah, I don't know what's going on. Don't worry, the rats are watching. The rats will report back to Vi for sure. Okay, page flip. Oh gosh. Okay, no. Alright, here we go with that. And okay, there was book. Oh boy, alright. My brain is still very overwhelmed. Alright, next up. There we go. Back to reading. And we are at the next section. We're at addendum 647. Sorry, 6747. What? Scientific context. So, let's move this in real close. Alright. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right. It says Intro to Narrativistics and General Relativity. Then there's a photo of a very pretty green-red space, galaxy. It's very fun. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stars. Yeah, okay. Underneath that, it says, in submission to the Foundation Academic Consortium by Dr. Placeholder McDoctorate, Ph.D. from 2027-04-07, based on how last time that had to have been September 13th. I guess April 7th. We have a big block, file inside, a page inside of it, and it says fictionality and physics. What does it mean for a universe to be partially or wholly fictional from a physical perspective? The typical conception of fiction, in quotes, as a non-real or pre-written is particularly misaligned from modern understanding. In the pataphysical sense, fictionality denotes the extent to which one reality can affect and or be affected by universes to which it is pataphysically linked, i.e., it is imagined by a sapient entity as a non-real scenario. In a similar sense, fictionality denotes the proportion to which any given event can be caused, i.e., inspired, by the imagination of a sapient entity in another similar universe. The antiquated terms for such entities are, in quotes here, authors for higher beings and, in quotes here, metafictional entities for lower ones. The present pataphysical model views all entities as characters, each possessing its own narrative potential energy, relating to its mass, velocity, narrative trajectory, latent Akiba radiation, and domal environment. Every known functional reality space, in brackets to date, possesses at least one narrative dimension. The simplest case is the narratively one-dimensional universe, which is wholly fictional and only exists in the minds of its imaginers. Characters in this universe are one-dimensional, often called flat characters, as they lack the narrative depth on physical, metaphysical, and pataphysical levels to make independent decisions from their author. Anything that happens in a narratively one-dimensional universe is 100% tied to an event that pataphysically linked entity that a pataphysically linked entity imagines simultaneously on another plane of existence. The second simplest case is our own reality, which is narratively two-dimensional. This universe space is unique in its narrative balance as it possesses one fictional dimension and one real dimension, i.e., it is 50% fictional and 50% real. What makes them say that that's what that is? How do you know that? Okay, and then it says 6. Semi-fictionally, or the sixth footnote. Semi-fictionally of known reality. Wait, where was 5? Oh, 5 was the break the chains. Okay. Semi-fictionally of known reality, initially theorized by senior researcher emeritus S.A. Swan, and later proven by senior archivist emeritus I.H. Pickman et al. Okay. On average, across our entire universe, 50% of all events are caused/influenced by pataphysical transmission, imagining, while the other 50% are governed by our universe's law of physics, determinism. Footnote here, personnel are reminded that free will does not exist. Okay. Then we have a photo, a little graph. It says, a typology of interactive narratives. And then in real small, it says SCP Foundation Department of Pataphysics. And then we have these little doodles. And they look like connect the dots. they go from one end to the other. We've got authors in control and users in control. So from the left, moving to the right, author to user in control. We have first linear. It's just 4 dots lined up vertically and the lines connecting. Then elastic. It looks like those 4 dots have earned little triangles. It looks like a P, the letter P, a little bit. The top dot connects not just to the dot below, but also to a dot diagonally below it. And that dot is connected to the second vertical dot. So there's a little triangle at top, but it's also connected to another dot diagonally below it. And it is connected to a dot beside it, which is below that last dot, but they're not connected, and connected to the third vertical, just a P with an extra line in the middle of the loop part. Then we've got concentric. We've got our vertical line, and then we've got an arrow up kind of shape at the top of the line and an arrow down shape at the bottom of the line where they've got that. And so far they've all been very grid-like, it's equidistant. Yeah, like we're operating on grid paper. But then we've got branching, and this one just looks like a pyramid scheme. We've got a top dot that branches down diagonally below it to 2 dots below that, and each of those branch down into 2 dots, except they share a middle dot. And then those 3 dots each have their own 2 dots. Those ones aren't connected to each other at all or shared, so that the bottom row has 6 dots. So there you go. And then we've got nodal, and that kind of looks like a sideways boat. Sideways tugboat. Sorry. Anybody, Impossible, Kimmy Schmidt? Unbreakable, that's it. No, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt reference there. And then finally we have constellation. And it looks like a constellation. It's just a weird shape, squiggly and all. I don't even know what to make of it. It's not following grid. The nodal wasn't really following grid no, it was following a tighter grid. Constellation, it's everywhere. It's following no rules. Don't tell me what to do. Back off. Okay, and under that, the little caption to all of it is various narrow-dimensional topologies presented from greatest to least proportion of functionality. Okay. Hi, Dunda. Not visiting Vi. Vi is away. I am watching the Apothecary. But okay, so that's all the different ways that realities can be organized. And now, back to the rest of the little paper, not in the graph anymore, or whatever. The quote-unquote author entities, i.e. hyperdimensional characters pataphysically linked to our universe, exist in 3 or greater narrative dimensions, each increasing the extent to which its respective reality is quote-unquote real. Was I really have I been really quiet this whole time? How quiet am I? It doesn't look like I'm that quiet. I'm not visiting Vi. I am taking care of the big breath. I'm taking care of the apothecary for Vi. So I'm watching out for the apothecary right now. A bit quiet, but still audible. Okay. Well, hopefully this is a little bit better now, but I don't know. Hello, Hental. Welcome, welcome. Yes. The author entities, 3 narrative dimensions, each increasing how real it is, in quotes. That is to say, a universe possessing 3 narrative dimensions, 1 fictional, 2 real, is 33% fictional and 66% real. As such, narrative phenomena are significantly less prevalent. As narrative dimensions increase, it is hypothesized to cause, first, a greater proportion of inspiration to be derived from lower universes, i.e., an author being inspired by a character's choices, and next, the reduced prevalence of narrative/imagined structures, including but not limited to physical, metaphysical, and anomalous phenomena, resulting in, finally, hyperdimensional entities' desire to imagine non-real scenarios in which said phenomena are possible. Oh, the bar says I'm at a pretty reasonable amount of volume, so I don't know why you guys aren't hearing me very clearly. It's just been like a really tough line to walk though, because everything, when it's louder, I'm losing my mind a little bit more, as well as I am not used to things. The louder it is, the more likely, if I mess something up, I will hurt you guys or annoy you with big noise. And you can't. Why is it cutting out some of what? Okay. Finally, on the little paper, it says these consequences of the universal tendency to become more quote-unquote real with additional narrative dimensions are thought to be responsible for most anomalous phenomena in the local reality group. It's the end of that little paper, but there's another one immediately following. This one is archetypality and modern ontokinetics. Don't worry, I think it's rather mean. Okay, good. Yeah. Hey, I know that I have not been on top of it for a lot of this, so it could have been late. But okay. Archetypality and modern ontokinetics. From a practical standpoint, what exactly does it mean for an event to be partially fictional? To best understand this concept, we first must understand how exactly inspiration is transferred from one pataphysically linked universe to another. When a greater than or equal to, I think it's the little sign. It's so hard to read some of these little tiny things. Greater than or equal to two-dimensional character when a greater than or equal to two-dimensional character imagines a non-real scenario, its pataphysical intent becomes encrypted as narrative data. This narrative intent particle, dubbed the imaginon, exists simultaneously in all narratively lower dimensions, projecting into that universe's total imaginon structure. Imaginons of different types react to create narrative structures. I guess the types. Footnote says, to date, 8 types of imaginon particles have been formally discovered corresponding to the 8-step abstraction of, I guess that's supposed to be alpha. Imagine that different types react to create narrative structure which combine into larger narrative structures and so on. Hi, Naylee. Yeah. A given universe's composite imaginon structure is called Its Universal Narrative, and then it has alpha next to it, and then we have a footnote, Antiquated Alpha Narrative. Okay, so the new term is alpha narrative, not universal narrative. In a sense, the alpha narrative, alpha, is its universe's one fictional dimension. It is tied to the structures of its universe at a pataphysical level. This can be best understood by observing an approximation of our own alpha narrative. The way they wrote it, it was like universal narrative and then in brackets alpha. So am I supposed to call that little symbol universal narrative or just alpha? Okay. But then best understood by looking at our own. So here is a little graph, a pictograph of the hero's journey. And there's a big old circle, but it can, or no, it looks like a big circular-ish, but it's a letter E, like a lowercase e, the way it has little top lid spot. So, okay. I'm not sure where we're supposed to start, but based on the arrows, it looks like we start over at helper. There's an arrow that points to the top of the line, helper, and then another arrow says mentor, and then it says challenges and temptations over the line, and then another arrow says helper. The arrow moves along, abyss, death and rebirth. Then short little arrow to transformation. In the circle. Okay, there's separate interjection arrows that said helper, mentor, helper, and then there's the breaks in the circles to say steps in this. So these are arrow to abyss, arrow to transformation, longer arrow to atonement, and then there's an arrow up further and it branches away, but I think what it is that it loops back toward that end. We go from, I guess the lower half of the E says the unknown, and the upper half that we're entering is the known. The arrow goes return. Then there's gift of the goddess, and then there's just like a little pictograph of a hiking guy, like he's got a backpack, it's a walking stick. Call to adventure, supernatural aid, arrow goes, and then a sharp angle goes back to make the top cap, and there's the unknown versus the known there, and a guardians. I'm not totally sure about where exactly you want us to start. Are we just supposed to start at the walk-in guy? Because then why is there that gap spot? And I don't know what's going on. It's a goofy little thing. But okay. Underneath that it says a common abstraction of alpha narrative utilized as a metafictional tool. Okay, cool. Thank you for hydrate. I'll do the big stretch posture hydrate too. Because that one I did caffeine. Now I'll do water. Okay. It is a very adorable. He has some great Pokemon emotes. My back, man. Thanks, Doctor, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I know I'm not doing bad exactly, but I am overwhelmed. You live in an echo. You try it. And not even a consistent echo. It echoes just here and there, and then sometimes you don't hear things at all when you know you made that sound. It's so weird and I don't like it. Thank you for the hug, Fat. I need that. I will need to do hug if I can ASAP after. But yeah, okay. Oh, that's pokey. That hurt. Okay. No, it's not mask. Really don't like. Oh, oh no. Sorry, I just noticed the thing. It's a very irrelevant thing. Anyway, okay. After the little graph. No, you are. I'm not moving on this. Yes, it does. Maskiel's slap echo. Yes. The only one that gets this energy is Turt. I just want to beat up the echo. I don't want to stop. I just want to mess it up. Get rid of it. I think what would help is if headphones were noise canceling. Because I think that the echo might be like what I can hear versus. Yeah. And then I have more stuff. I'm not in a big space like this usually, so I don't. There's some degree of the echo in the room when I hear the feedback too, so that my voice sounds weird and I feel like an alien in my own stream, and it's really weird. But hey, it's doing pretty good. We got this. Alright, so after that little graph that is admittedly quite confusing to me, like I know the like narrative circle plot little thingy, and I know these different call to adventure challenges, the abyss, atonement, return, but I don't understand where things are and why there's helper, mentor, helper, and the known unknown line. Is that supposed to, I don't know what's going on. The thing's a little confusing to me. You could have used a different graph that makes it easier, or better descriptions on it, please. I like reading this stuff with you guys, but sometimes I'm like, you don't need to use the excessive wording. You can simplify it. But that's just the foundation. They do that. They're the types that want to talk and talk and talk. Like you could say it a simpler way and then everybody's on the same page. You could do that. You don't have to do this. But that's just the foundation. They're dickheads in every regard. Don't worry, we don't hear no echo. Well, I'm glad you guys don't. I'm nervous. I'm with how much it sounds different. I wonder if my voice sounds super different to you guys. I know that my voice changes stream to stream. I'm not very consistent. I do little tone changes and stuff, but like I want to know how different it is. Might it sound similar? Okay. Because again, it sounds super weird right now. Super different. Because of the echo. Anyway, okay. Alright. Ta-da! The rest of the little paper. Oh, thanks to my own cute self. Okay. At the simplest, read quantum, atomic, and molecular levels. Alpha narrative manifests as a two-step abstraction. Its metaphor of unknown becoming known, realized as particles breaking apart and reforming again. On larger scales, the extent to which a given structure's behavior imitate alpha. What? Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry. Larger scale, the extent to which a given structure's behaviors imitate alpha narrative depends on its resting narrative potential, corresponding to its likelihood to inspire hyperdimensional entities to imagine its existence. Generally, lower entropy structures are more likely to function as central entities in story structures, making them more protagonistic. And then we've got two footnotes here. We've got, I guess, definition of protagonist. Protagonist. And he's not moving. An entity possessing above average resting narrative potential, i.e., possessing local pataphysical topology greater than 2 in local narrow space time. And 11, there's a note. Antagonists are a form of protagonist framed in opposition to another protagonist, and their perceived antagonism is inherently subjective. Also, so it's thanks. Most humans, greater than 96% in brackets, fall within 0.01 dimensions of narrative baseline and therefore are generics, the standard lot of characters not included in larger story structures due to inherent disinterest. Approximately 1.88% of humans score below 2 on the pH narrative complexity scale, i.e., they possess below average narrative potential. They do not have main character energy. This indicates that they are more likely to be influenced/acted upon by the narrative structures around them, causing them to conform into archetypal roles. What's your archetype? Okay, so 12. Archetypal, a character whose below average narrative energy results in the tendency to conform to archetypes as required by local narrative structures, aka go two-dimensional, bish. Or one-dimensional, whatever less dimension you are. Okay, the standard narrative space-time model incorporates 12 archetypes as based in Jungian? Jungian? A J is a very confusing letter. Jungian pataphysics, I'm guessing? I don't know. Briefly put, protagonists possess slightly more independence from narrative structures than average, as they are able to bend story structures toward their goals, while archetypals are slightly more suggestible to serving as vessels for alpha narrative. Protagonism is viewed internally as a form of light reality bending, agreeing with the modern ontokinetic conception that any and all reality bending effects can be traced to a distortion of one or greater narrative/spatial/temporal dimensions. This relationship is reciprocal, e.g., a black hole significantly distorts narrative space-time in its vicinity, a form of non-anomalous reality bending, granting itself both physical and narrative gravity. This entails that the black hole will draw other high-density characters, protagonists, towards itself, increasing the likelihood that they will engage in story structures with it. Whenever there's a black hole, somebody's gonna see it. Oh, Sucrose collision, sugar crash. Welcome in with your raid. We were just reading the end of an excerpt. And end of that addendum. A bear has been spotted in the area. Oh no. Actually, yay. Also, with the quality of this echo that I hear and you don't, doing a vocal wibble like that. Oh no. It sounds so funny. It sounds like weird reverb, kind of. Funhouse mirrors for the voice. Funhouse mirrors for the voice. You can't hear it. Oh, you can't even hear how silly that was. Oh, dang it. oh well. Sorry, I'm losing my mind just a little bit. Well, welcome in, Sugar Crash. Welcome. I hope the bear is friendly. Raven, how is your story time going? The story's okay. How is it going? Less than okay, kind of, in my world. But I am torturing myself and I'll live. Funhouse mirrors for the voice. It's a fun, yeah. You'd be surprised how few people pick up on the name pun. Yeah, Yeah, I get it. There's lots of people that I read their name. It's like, you did that. Wow. I'm like, well, I hope more people do. Dang. Uh, so I am looking after my friend's apothecary. If you know Violet Spellcraft, I'm in her apothecary looking after it. I'm not at Emerald Lake like normal. Oh, thank you for the follow, Cat9329. Cat, have some freaking dances. Whenever somebody's new, I say hi, I say thank you for the follow, and we do a little dancey. So everybody, drop some little dance emotes. Get a little party going. Yeah, so I have a different setup since I'm here at the apothecary. And I'm not used to this mic, and it means that I'm able to do some things that I weren't able to, and that's cool. But there's an echo, and it's driving me insane. Literally, I keep losing where I'm at, and I feel like I sound weird. You entered with me doing a little silly fun version of it, but for the most part, I've been hating it. um, but other than that, it's going well. It's cool that I've got other stuff set up. What? Thank you. Yeah, thankfully you guys don't hear the echo, but unfortunately that means you didn't hear the funhouse mirror bit in its true glory, the way I heard it. But oh well. um, yes, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Oh, well, I was going to do a trigger break. We were going to take a quick break and do some redeems before we get back into the story. We're reading an excessively long SCP. Where are we at? We are not quite at halfway yet, and we have already broken. We've been reading for like an hour and a half. Yeah, I don't know how I'll get through this. Like, it will take forever to do this. I won't be able to finish in this one stream, so we'll have to do more tomorrow. But I had gotten to the end of that addendum that we were reading, addendum 67471. And it was just some background info. That's the end of it. And then we have a little red banner again, 4 out of 7 now, and it says addendum dialogue missing at data lost. It's very interesting. So that one's cool. Yeah. Awesome time zone, everyone. Because you like the happy time zone. Oh, I like that one too. But okay, have a good day. Good luck at work and the such. Thanks for stopping by. Let's do some redeems. Weird little data loss stuff sprinkled in. Spooky. Okay. I'm gonna do a water jar, glub glubs, keys, heartbeats, and humming. And I could not have half of those things. I did not see that as a unicorn at first. I don't know what I saw. Oh my gosh, turd! You dropping some bits. You better be dropping money, frogs, everybody else. Thank you for the bits. Little unicorn bits. They're so cute. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's get the water jar. Whoop. We're not doing page flipping, we're doing water jar. Okay, here we go. Oh, go ahead, Sucrose. We'll see you later. Thank you. I I am expecting to be here a while. I want to try and do as much as I can tonight for this story, but we'll probably just no. You know what? I'm gonna try and get a lot of the way through. see. But okay. See you soon. Alright. Sorry. She just does that. Finally seeing her do her little wink. It's so weird. What are you doing, lady? You're so weird. Why are you doing that? Okay. I'm gonna go straight into gloves. Sorry, this is loud, but I'm doing it. This sounds so loud to me. It must be loud to you guys, but I don't know. Oh, so loud. Damn, this is loud. Clickety clackities. It's not ringing as too loud though. Okay. I'm excited. Okay. Tell me that's not glub. The problem with these guys, they got this fuzzy stuff they're holding on to, and they're so loud when they do that. So I can't hold on to it because it's from those. I want to pull them off, but they're not mine, so I can't do nothing to them. Okay. Keys. Let's do that. But I'm gonna mute first. these. Okay, and now heartbeats. Let's do a heartbeats. Okay. The cat chasing a laser pointer. Ooh, I love doing that. Okay, heartbeats time. Let me get sorted because it'll be noisy. Okay. You guys were bugging me about winking, so I started being silly. Not saying a word, just letting you listen to my heartbeat, but making dumb faces. Like the slow one eye and the other eye blink not together bit. I'm not very good at it because the thing doesn't always pick up on it, but I got it to do it a couple times. There we go. It's hard. It's real work. That sounded like a croak. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna be silly if you're gonna bug me about winking. I don't know why she was winking while I was doing this stuff, but and the keys, yeah, they are not the tinkly little keys. Old wind. That's an interesting. Old wind chimes like that. Okay, I see that. Loooong has been scared for life. What do you mean? I guess so. But one very important thing that I had to delay because heartbeat, but also because I was being silly. Thank you for the follow, Invierno. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm disappointed that none of you noticed and dropped dances. What the hell? Dances. Now, we had a new friend. We must welcome. Come on. You fail. You failed. You failed. Hmm. Hmm. Unimpressed. Okay. You did? Yeah. Turd did the only dancey. Sorry. It's all good. I had no sleep. Cut me some slack. Yes, you're right. I just mean in general. Like, not everybody will chat, not everybody will do stuffs, but the people that are here, I expect a couple people. You know, it's likely. We're bad frogs. No, you're not a frog at all. You're a mask. You are a bad frog. Yeah, because loooong is a bad goose, which is a good goose. It's a goose. I am frog hunter. Do geese eat frogs? That's something I don't know. But speaking of, I'm gonna do a singing frog and then a singing me. Well, not a singing, but a humming. Goose gritty, mass D frog. That's your next move. They cut. Oh no 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 no! Give me goose. Yeah, fed. Give the goose. Okay, singing frog, and then humming, and then we'll move on. Do 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 do. Okay. And this little frog guy, I don't like him as much. He sounds sharper, but I'm hearing it through my weird echo as well. I'm not hearing it till you guys hear him, so I don't know. Like, it sounds like what you guys hear is just a little tss, tss, tss. So, like, I don't know. I don't hear it in my headphones at all. But it shows that it's picking up on the mic, so I don't know. Can you hear the frog? Who hears the frog? Okay, see in a second, pet. Who can hear my frog? You do hear it? Okay, cool. That's weird then. Chat's not on screen. You're so right, loooong. We were working on setting everything up, making sure it was all here, and then frickin' chat isn't. Because, oh my gosh, when we were setting things up, they must have assumed that it was in some other way that it happened, but this is how I put it in through OBS, and I'm using not my OBS. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oop. Daily sub goal. Why is that in that corner? Anyway. Oh, and you know what? I could be doing this. Why didn't I do this before? Oh my gosh. Raven realizes so many things. Okay. And yeah, okay. What else? What else can we do? There's no chat here lined up. Oh, that's where that can go. I don't think we need that. No, no, no. What's that? I don't think I get to see what that one is. Chat box. It says it's here, but it's not because it's linked to the wrong thing. It's not linked to my stuff, probably. I will have to figure that out tomorrow, I think. Well, wait, what's going on? Also, all those times you said you were cutting, it was just a you thing. What do you... What do you mean, Turt? Please expand. I am confused. Honk. Why are we upset? Was there a... I'm insulted. Did the giggles? A hug, a flip, and another follow. Thank you, Kirubi SM87. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for the little dance, but still not enough dance. Again, only Turt is remembering this. Good job. Good dance. Good dancing. Okay. I need to go back to freaking frogs. Um, whoa. Can I please? Earlier, like sound, the rage puffs, you said your voice kept cutting out. We heard it all fine. Saying it wasn't picking up. Yeah, I think there's some degree of. I'm not hearing some pieces, and I don't know why. And maybe I could have done some of these little sounds not on the separate setting, but I can't trust it because I can't hear it. So I don't know. Anyway, singing frog, I guess you can hear him. I guess it's fine. Belgor. Just breaking your brain. The Apothecary. Housed by Raven. You did head pats. Head pats. Pat. Okay. Also, I don't know why that isn't working. That command should be working. Oh well. Okay. Humming. Yes. Let's do humming. Do. Mm-hmm. Sorry, your brain is breaking like that, Turt. You do not have mod duty. You are safe. You're okay. But I understand, yeah, that's trippy. I could use a different background, but no. I'm winking again. When did I start winking? Oh no! I honestly don't know why they think I'm winking. It's some degree of like a blink when I head is turned, maybe. Oh, see, that was a mistimed blink, but I definitely blunk normal. I didn't. Ah, okay. Blink tests. No, it's going alright. You know, yeah, it is funny. Okay, we're gonna go back to story time. Bum bum bum. Do do do. We have the next addendum. We have addendum 2 and a bunch more. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna do one more chunk and then one more redeem time, and that'll probably be stream. I have a feeling we're gonna go a good deal over time, but not a ton over. And I'm okay with that because it might be what I end up doing that I can commit to one more day with this streaming if I don't set something up, but not the next day. Besides, there might be something else on Tuesday. I don't know what we'll do, but yeah, I will go long now so that we don't do too much later, is what I think. Cause yeah, I'm gonna go crazier. Well, crazier. Hee hee hee. Okay. Addendum 6747/2 in Roman numeral 2. 05 Council Proposal. Proposal. Devote foundation resources to the creation, usage, and maintenance of Project X/Machina. I'm sorry, the pun gonna get me every time. Okay. Council vote summary. We have yay, nay, and abs. Yay, abs. Ooh, no, absent. Or just not voting. It'd be a party. Would it be a party? We need the rats and frogs out at the same. Ah, I did not bring frogs. No, 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 no. You'll hear the story soon enough. But basically, the apothecary, even run by the lovely, lovely Vi, is minor triggering for the frogs. Long stories. Well, I mean, if you steal me like you joked during the hand cam collab, I wouldn't be on break. It's true, it's true. If you really want to be a mod, but you're busy. You got your own mod in my guy. Okay. I don't even know where it was. Oh, I've seen that the frogs would not like it. They don't want to be here. They don't. But the council vote, the summary. So we have them in their orders. They're using Roman numerals this time. And yeah, okay, so how the vote went. 051, yay. 05, nay. Sorry, what? 052, nay. 053, yay. 054, abs. 055, yay. 056, nay. 057, nay. 058, yay. 05, non-applicable. It just says N/A and there's a little footnote. What's the footnote say? Position vacant. Oh, there's no 9 right now. Intriguing. Okay. 0510, nay. 0511, abs. 0512, nay. 0513, yay. Status, stalemate. 552, 5 yay, 5 nay, and 2 absent. If only they had that one other person. You would have been all set to break the stalemate. Yeah, I'm not for 4 people, even if 2 of them don't stray super often nowadays. Yeah, I'm sure you do well, but I mean, if you want to, we can check. You're on the Discord. No, it'll be fine. Okay, but the result, stalemate reached. Protocol dictates a summit of the Lesser Council, footnote 14. You're doing great, Mask. Don't say that. You're just learning. It's fine. The footnote says the 04 Council. A quorum of roughly 100 site directors, department heads, and other A-class personnel responsible for handling important situations that do not require the attention of Overseer Council. Due to the Oracle 059's vacancy following the conclusion of the Damien Nowak case, 04 Command functions as a tiebreaker for the oft-tied 05 Council. Ooh. KKH, eat well, take care. It was a trial by fire for me when I started modding for Raven, and then bye. You'll learn. It's true, you jumped just straight in. I'm here. Put me in, coach. Okay. Have I ruined into really small gaming streamers? Look, I'm wobbly. The chair. Oh, I was winging it again. Jeez. Sorry. I guess Raven at the Apothecary is just more flirty. Okay. Where was? Oh, yes. So that was the end of that addendum, and then we have another banner. Dun dun dun. Nurimplex unable to be currently realized. Sorry, I realize I'm probably kind of quiet. What am I doing? Nurimplex unable to be accurately realized. And then in brackets, system security increased. This is 5 out of 7 banner, and footnote 15 next to it says again in green text, break the chains. The rats do that to people. The rats make people flirty. You little buggers. You got a charm. Yeah, it seems like you have good mod coverage for yourself. But if you want to take another, definitely just... I'll have my people call your people. Yeah. If we keep slowly getting bigger with not a bunch of change in how many people are actively watching, I probably won't do much. But if there were somehow a bunch of people and I got a bunch of stuff, I'll definitely take you up on that. Okay, where was oh yeah, so there's break the chains. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is referencing. Seems spoopy. Okay. Addendum 6747304 Command Summit. And we've got video transcript. So we've got info on it, and then the transcript, and then a little tag at the end. Video transcript 046747/2. Well, what was the first one? Okay. Date is 2029/10/23. October 23rd, 2029, yes? Okay. Parties present. Summit lead Director James Michaels, footnote 16 says, member of the Site 120 Director Council, Director of the Spatial Disruptions Division of the Department of Ontokinetics, chosen as the Summit lead for extensive knowledge regarding ontokinetics and the nature of reality. Good for you, dude. Then Director place HMD PhD, and then brackets PhMD. Of course. Director Alistair Venhoff, footnote 17, A-class personnel, head of the translation department, oldest foundation personnel, excluding overseer personnel. So oldest that isn't juiced up. Or maybe he is juiced up too, I don't know. I got thrown into mode rule the first time mid-stream on a 500 view channel. Basic modding is not so hard as people think. I imagine at that size there's like the mod minions, the little basic stuffs, and whoever's at the top of that giant like stream probably has more stuff, but when you're one of the bunch of them, it's probably pretty chill. I'm only imagining. I would have no idea. 500 view channels. Freaking big. That's a big number. Yeah. It's freaking big. Was it an ASMR gaming? What kind of stream one was that you got thrown into, Velgor, if you don't mind? Director Ethan McCarthy. No, Ethan McCarthy Jr. Sorry. Yes, you'll get there. I wasn't asking for me. If I got to 500, I would be having a lot of eyes on me. I guess maybe it's too much. I don't know. But ASMR. Okay. That would be a big, big, big. I could see that one being very chaotic. Yeah. Okay. But cool. Thanks for sharing that, Laura. That's neat. There's Alistair, and then Director Ethan McCarthy Jr., footnote 18, member of the Site 120 Director Council, Director of the Theology Division of the Department of Ontokinetics. And then Director Daniel Ashworth, 19, member of the 120 Director Council, Site 120 Director Council, Director of the Thaumaturgy Division of the Department of Ontokinetics. Wow, all the ontokinetics in here. Finally, roughly 85 other A-class personnel composing the O4 Council and various managerial personnel. We're not going to name all 85, and then also others, which, geez, how many people are in this meeting? It's a big Zoom call. Okay. And chat modding isn't that hard, just knowing when the line is drawn more or less. Background stuff is typically more where it's at. Yeah. Okay. Forward. The following transcript is truncated. What is truncated? For brevity. Prior to recording a 40 to 40 to 0 stalemate, recording the vote had been reached. That would say only 80 people are in this. How would there be at least 90? Oh my gosh. Okay. There had been a 40-40 0 stalemate. Regarding the vote had been reached, Director Vermhoff held the deciding vote in Project X/Machina's approval. Despite his attendance, Director McCarthy Jr. could not fully participate in the summit due to health concerns, and that's a link. So that's a whole story, I guess. Now begin the transcript. Depicted in frame are directors Michael, PhD, Vemhoff, and Ashworth. Director Vemhoff clears his throat, and chatter among the council ceases. Director Vemhoff. So, if I'm understanding everything correctly, you want me to bend the universe itself to resurrect the dead, yes? Director Ashworth. We're not bending anything. Our understanding of our physics has developed significantly enough, and he's interrupted. Vemhoff says, for Christ's sake, don't lawyer me, answer the question. Ashworth, come on, it's just not that simple. Again interrupted. This time Director PhD raises his hand. Yes, that's exactly what we want to do. We're bending the laws of physics to our whim, which humans have been doing for thousands of years. Vemhoff scoffs. You're all insane. Michaels, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Vemhoff, you heard me. This is ludicrous. You're toying with forces you don't understand. PhD, Director, I personally guarantee that the Pataphysics Department interrupted. Vemhoff. Pataphysics, gah. We are but children glimpsing at the clockwork of our our ticking reality. We know nothing, you know nothing. This is madness. Michaels. Honorable director, please. The theses and components of the project are founded upon decades of research. We know what we're doing. This poor Michaels with the, I beg your pardon. Honorable the director, please. Sweetie. Okay. Vemhoff. Michaels, I was there when the department was founded. The motto was once killing our gods, freeing us from control. Now we seek to become our own gods. You don't know anything. Then there's silence on recording. Director Vemhoff glances around the meeting room, observing each of the personnel present, all 90 of them. Director Vemhoff. Let's assume, for a second, everything works out fine, and you desecrate King's corpse, and then he comes back out of the machine fine and well. What then? Do you even comprehend how much it costs to maintain a local reality space? The amount of precision, safeguards required. Let me say that again. The amount of precision, safeguards required, the personnel required to maintain it every single moment of each day, lest all progress be lost. Ashworth, it doesn't have to end there. We could bring back anyone, Vemhoff. Think about it. Vemhoff, I understand what this thing can do, and he's interrupted. We could bring back Hannah, or Raya even. Ooh. At that, Director Vemhoff's expression changes from apparent aggression to contemplation, and the footnote after Raya was Dr. Hannah Rivera and Dr. Raya Michaels, two deceased personnel responsible for Site 120's founding in 1916. Damn. More than 100 years later. How old are you guys? Okay. Then Director Vemhoff. ... Raya? Ashworth. Yes, Alistair. Don't you think they'd be proud of what we've done with the place? Vemhoff. But... Ashworth. There's no but. Look, I know what you're trying to say. I'm definitely no narrative expert, but if this man... Interrupted. Ashworth points towards Director, PhMD, and Ashworth says, if this man says it's safe, then I don't know who else can convince you. Silence on recording. Director Vemhoff casts a vote in favor. End of transcript. Afterward. The final vote tallied 41-40, yielding an Overseer Council vote of approved 6-5-2. Because their thing counts in that. Project Ex Machina cleared for resource request. I'm wondering, okay, so who did they add to the vote? Why are there people that don't get to vote? And stuff like that. Because, like, if it's 40-40, basic math, my guys, that's 80. And it says 0, so no one abstained. No one, maybe people just were absent that day. But and then we have the next one, it's just one more person. I don't understand. Still ain't sure whether I'm supposed to delete a thing or not most of the time. Neither do I, Mask. I don't know. That's kind of the thing. It's like, do we say no or what? There's obvious stuff and then there's stuff that toes the line. Yep. Oh, modding. Okay. But yeah, I don't. Their math is bad or something. I don't know why people don't get to vote or what is going on. That is the end of the addendum. Bum bum. It's been approved. And then hazard detection system crash. Imaginon overflow! Exclamation mark. That was banner 6 out of 7. Also red. What is going on? Something's wrong while we're reading this. And I'll read one more addendum here before we break. I think, no, I could go longer. What am I doing? What am I saying? I could read longer. Addendum 67474, Project Proposal. And there's an interesting little, I forget the name of this thing. Oh, you know, the geometry kit thing that has one side that's the point and one side that's the pen. And they're connected by a little thingy, you know, so that you can stick it in and draw a circle. That sort of thing. That guy. It looks like a stylized version of that is their little logo. But it says Project X/Machina Initial Proposal. And then we've got in the corner 2029-09-13. Wait. Scroll back here. The vote was on 2029-10-23, and now we have the proposal as 4. Shouldn't this have been beforehand? Anyway, but okay. This was the proposal they have signed on to. From September 13th. Director, Place HMD, PhD, Pataphysics Department, Archetypals Division. Just his little header thing. Yeah, figuring out where the line is. Yeah, just takes time. Okay, so here's the proposal. Purpose. Revive relevant administrative personnel to a state preceding their natural death by injection into a mesofictional causality bubble and subsequent retrieval via 001, the redacted numbers, XMCD2, or Paradox Exodus Engine. Abstract. A member of A-class personnel serving in significant administrative capacity perished accidentally and requires revival to resume duty. Various other methods of resurrection, footnote 21, such as the utilization of consciousness trapping items, quantum approximation, natural phenomena, or thaumaturgic rituals, have proven unsuccessful due to the inherent imprecision in replication of consciousness state traits and exact resting narrative potential / topology. As such, SCP-6747 is to be pursued as a method of reproducing heavily protagonistic characters. Before I move on, I do want to point out that they basically just said, yeah, we have to revive them so they can keep working. And I'm like, can I not rest? Not even in death. If bosses can literally bring you back from the dead just to make sure you keep working, that feels really dark to me. No one else? Okay. I know, like, in their vote it sounded nicer, but this sounds very like slave. You will always work. You cannot take a break even in death. Ooh, okay. But alright. Next we have the method. SCP-6747 success is not dependent on the existence / maintenance of a resurrected entity's physical body. Coincidentally, late Senior Administrator Director J.A. King's brain possesses several anomalous augmentations, granting it creative and interpretation. Yeah, right. I was misreading it multiple times. Interpretational capabilities far beyond human or computational capability. As such, said brain and associated nervous system is to be excised and incorporated as the central computing system of SCP-6747-B, a pocket universe creation / manipulation / maintenance engine. Sounds fine to me. Necromancers do it all the time. That's not good. No. Cannot escape capitalism even in death. You see, Fett needs to put the popcorn in the bag. You have perfect capability of using your popcorn. Just grab your popcorn. You have the emote. Just do the popcorn. Okay. SCP-6747-B, King, will be used to study universes of varying dimensionalities, specifically those which are mathematically curious or possess behaviors yet undefined. Studied data will then be employed to generate a causality bubble, CB6747, capable of fully replicating personnel in narrative and intellectual capabilities using as few resources as necessary. M is reserved as the theoretical lowest value of narrative topological complexity able to sustain functional narrative structures in M/3/1 space. In M narrative dimension, CB6747's alpha, again, what was I forget what they called it. Alpha narrative, possesses a mesolinear structure that can be directly edited via injection of imagion particle types. Oh, that. Yeah, you sassed that loooong. You sass him good. You charge to bite. Roll for accuracy. Oh, yeah, you fail. I'm glad you thought the same thing. Oh, but Fett, you still fall over and spill the popcorn. So loooong tripped and failed to bite. But Fett fell over laughing and spilled it, I guess. Oops. Imagion sounds like a new evolution. Oh, it's spelled different. So I guess it's I-M-A-G-I. Oh, it's Imaginon. I saw it spelled differently before. Maybe that's a typo or the other one was a typo. Whatever. I think we both fail with rolls like that. Yes, you do. You've hurt your beak. You're not eating, but you could grab the popcorn in a minute. You just... you did not manage to do well that time. Okay. Right, we were at that it can be edited with different particle types, and colon, here is the stuffs. There's a little spot, like a page inside the spot. The triple wink. Did I wink 3 times? Oh, I see. I was pulling something out of my eye. I made a wink a bunch because I just did it while watching myself. Okay, sorry. Why are you angry at the winking? Why don't you like that? Why are you so mad about winking? It's weird. Okay. General 8-step cyclical alpha abstraction. A character rests in a known state, is motivated to change its state, enters an unknown state, searches to enact said change, locates a vessel to allow said inaction, retrieves said vessel at significant cost, returns to the known world, having enacted its desired changes. Done. Personally, I welcome it when a pretty woman winks at me. See, Sugar Crash gets it. I want to only call you Sugar Crash at this point, but it's too gross collision. Okay. Corresponding to 8 categories of Imaginon particle. 0. Nullion. Neutral narrative particle. 0 spin. They're spinning? What's going on? 1. Motivon. Chain structure initializer. Unidirectional spin. So that would be... No, nothing. Motivation. Explore. Resolve. MacGuffian? Sacrion, Returnion, Cadential Boson? Cadential Boson? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, the next names, I'm just laughing at what they named. Okay. Motivon, chain structure, initializer, unidirectional spin. 2. Exploron, binds with motivons to yield resolvons, bidirectional spin. 3. Resolve on. Bidirectionally motivates structural resolution, producing 4. McGuffian. Omnidirectionally linked high-density particles composed of complex motivon-resolvon chains. You said, oh, okay, you honk. Go eat. Very rude of you to bonk and disappear. Cannot be bonked back. Very evil. The bonk side is strong with that one. Okay. Eat well, take care. Good night. Alright. 5. Sacrion. Bidirectionally linked particle necessary for formation of 6. Retornion. Unidirectionally linked reintegrates imaginon structures with macro narrative. And finally 7. Cadential boson, theoretical particle responsible for the cadential field through which narrative energy is released following the successful execution of alpha-aligned story structures. That's the end of the little page within the page, but there's still more page. No, there's not. It says end excerpt. I had to scroll. I didn't see. And that is the end of that addendum. But there's another banner. And it says 33% or greater anti-narimplex structure detected within current document. System lock engaged. And then instead of 7 out of 7 or whatever number we were at, it says the 7 million thing, the to the power of, because it was up above and it was 7 sevens, which would be 7 million to the power of 7,777,777 out of 7. I don't know what's going on with that. And then there's a little footnote here. I'm guessing it's going to say break the chains. No, it says all caps harvest. What the fuck does that mean? What are you doing now? Should I be scared? Should I be scared? But I guess that's about halfway. So I read as much as I thought I would. And we are at when I would end, but I'm going to do another redeem time. We'll chat a little bit, and then we'll wrap up stream. So let's get some redeems. I've got a water jar, and that's it. But I have some fun things, and I was wondering when one of you might notice that we have knife sharpening back and not mic arm sharpening. So I can do knife sharpen. So we could do that, and it's fancy. I got it. It's fancy. You should see. Okay. What a bad long. Yes, stop fighting. Okay. Oh, there's an ad about to start. I'm gonna snooze it. We're gonna be fine. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that right now. Okay. There's your picture. Okay. Oh, thank you for stretch. I should stretch. Okay. What do we have for a wooden tray here? I don't know if I have a wooden tray. I will tap. I'll tap a kalimba. That's what I'll tap when I do that one. But you got it, Sugar Crush. And that. Posture check. Okay. And hydrate. Yes. Thank you, Divan. But here is water jar. Here we go. Yes, Divan, but normal knife sharpening is available. not showing up. I could have sworn. I scroll back. I scroll. Yeah, it's in green. It shows up for me. That's weird. I don't know why you guys do. I'm gonna do it anyway then. So haha. Break the rules. Okay. Let's do some tappy taps. Tap tap tap. I hate how loud the clickies were. Come here, Glenda. Oh gosh, that's so loud. Like that I can't hear right now. So here we go. This feels very loud. I hope that was a good enough tap piece. Cause yeah, I don't know. Okay. Shader. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, and thank you, friends, for doing the dances. So dance. Oh, you still don't see it? Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I'll do it anyway. Don't worry about it. We're going for it. But okay, now we'll do the honks. Gloves. Let's do some gloves. Welcome in again, Shader. Welcome in. Oh, I just realized I misspelled taffy. It was taffy. Oh no. Okay. Let's go. Gloves. The hamsters is rats, actually. But it's all good. And they're not my normal. Long story. I'm looking after a friend's apothecary. Okay, here we go. Gloves. Now the mic, the knife sharpening. Here we go. Okay. Need to go. Not freaking hamsters. You're the one holding them. I could spell crap. 2024. What is that? I don't think I was there for that quote. Okay. I have awakened from somewhere. Oh, red. Wow. Okay, well, here's knife sharpening, so I hope you have fun. Here we go. You guys can hear this, right? Tell me if you can't hear this well. Okay, and that's with our knife sharpening. What? I'm not putting a little shield on it, right? Okay. Okay. That was my last news, so it's time to raid. Where are we headed, Bet? Let's copy some raid messages. Raid 1. We will copy. Oh, copy. Where are we headed, Fetster? I adjust. Okay. I will add the next name. Is Fet not here? I can't even imagine. Well, anyway, there's the 2 raid messages. Copy whichever one. And we are headed out. So, where are we going? Can you hear me? Oh. I probably sound very far away, but we're gonna head out. So thank you for watching. I need to figure out. Yeah. Oh, yes. Hi, Vet. Where are we raiding to? What just happened? I don't know what it just did. Oh, gosh. Best audio yet. Really? This is the best audio yet? Was late on the raid. Oh, no worries. Ooh, loud. Sorry? I don't know what's happening. Really? This is the best one? Which mic is this? I don't think it's this. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, because it's way up right now. Okay. Little fan sound though. Yeah. I think this is a different mic. I don't like it. We're going back. I don't like it. I don't. Okay, let's raid. We don't have much time. We're going to Aisha. It makes it easy. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go see our nine-tailed friend. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, thank you everyone for joining, for watching, for chatting. I cannot see your messages right now, unfortunately. I guess I could try this. I do that, I can see some of the messages now. If I just keep going. Now I can see take care, Raven. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, everybody eat well. Happy time zone, whatever time zone you're at. Get a break, take care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow maybe. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. Whatever.